Hey there, collectors. I am sitting here with a 1984 Donruss baseball factory set that has been in my collection for the past 12 or so years, and I'm going to do something today that I don't believe I've ever done before. If you've watched any of my videos before or visited me on one of my Whatnot streams, you've heard me talk about the fact that I am a set collector. A big portion of my personal collection consists of sets, baseball, football, basketball, generally running from about 1969 to 2005. I also love collecting 1990s inserts, generally 1996 and earlier. I love a lot of the early serial numbered sets, the Donruss Elites and others. Now, what you won't see me doing a lot of are opening packs. Now, whether that's buying into new breaks now or buying sealed wax to search after Gen 10s, it's just not something I do a lot of, but I picked up a collection recently that's going to give me the opportunity to do something that I've wanted to kind of try but have always been afraid to pull the trigger on. So this collection that I recently picked up was almost exclusively sets. An older collector, he was ready to get out of the hobby, and he's been collecting since 1972. He'd been putting together and purchasing factory sets for years and years and years. His closet was full, and again, he was ready to sell. And in that collection, I found not one, but two 1984 Donruss sealed factory sets. The 1984 Donruss baseball set is an iconic junk era set. The Don Mattingly rookie card from this set still today is an immensely popular card. Now, my set is mostly sealed. You can see from the pictures that 3 of the bricks have been opened, but Donruss, unlike some of the other manufacturers, actually had their sets come in order. Often sets from the junk era, especially from Topps and Fleer, they were not in numerical order. Donruss in the 84 set, though, did have all of their cards in order, and because of that, I know that this is the brick with Don Mattingly in there. It starts at number 221. The Don Mattingly card, being number 248, is within this brick. So my Mattingly rookie has been sealed. Well, I'm comfortable with that. This set has been in my collection for a while. I know that if I were ever to sell it, it's not as easy to sell as like a fully sealed set. With the addition of these 2 new sets, I've decided to take the opportunity to use one of them to upgrade my personal set. I'll sell the other one, and the set that was in my collection, I'm going to open it. I'll actually open them all up and hope for a high grade, perhaps gem mint Don Mattingly rookie card. The way that I see this is it will be a little bit of a calculated risk, in addition to being able to have a little fun with you guys, post the video and kind of see how I do there. At this point in time, sealed factory sets are going for like $275 to $300. Open factory sets are about $150. The Mattingly Raw itself runs $40 to $60. PSA 9s go for around $150, and should I get lucky enough to hit a PSA 10, that right now is over a $3,000 card. So again, one more time, with my set being partially open, I figured now is as good a time as any to just give it a shot. Oh, and by the way, did I say that I got 2 additional sets? Well, when I worked with the seller of this collection, they had actually done quite a bit of research and had a spreadsheet with all of the sets, and they figured out their own pricing, and they also figured that they would have to come off of that price if they were to go and sell it like a local card shop or something like that. So while I was dealing with them and I saw the pricing that they had come up with, and I was taking a look through a lot of the sets, again, many of them were factory sealed, many of them were pack fresh, I actually decided to offer them over their asking price. Their initial asking price was $1,700. They thought that they would probably have to be coming down from that, a buyer like myself would try to negotiate them down. But again, after seeing what they had, after spending some time being able to go through the contents of the collection, I was actually comfortable offering them above asking price and made them a $2,000 offer. They were very happy with that. I was happy with the purchase. After the initial deal, the seller informed me that there was more sets that had actually been separated out as his son-in-law was trying to sell them off. In fact, the reason that this deal happened was because the son-in-law had been struggling to sell off this collection on his own and had gotten tired of it, so that's why he reached out to me. Now, the son-in-law still had a number of sets at his house, and they both said, hey, as part of the deal, just come by and get these at a later date. So a week after the initial purchase, I was able to meet up with the seller again, pick up another bunch of sets, which included a third sealed 84 Donruss baseball set. So I now have 3 brand new sets. So again, at this point, 1 will go back into my personal collection, 2 will be sold, and 1 will be cracked, and we'll see if we can pull out a PSA 10 Don Mattingly rookie card. Let's get to it. All right, so here we are with the set. This is, again, my set, been in my collection for quite a while. And as I've said, and you can see it here, 1, 2, and 3 bricks have already been opened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are still sealed. And I think it's this one right here. Yes. So this one right here is actually the one with Don Mattingly in it. If you actually take a look at the brick, that is card number 221, and it goes up that way. So card 248 will be in this one because the next brick up starts at 276. So this is the one that we will be opening eventually. But if you don't know anything about this set, a bunch of the value other than Mattingly is right up here in the first 100 or so cards. Ripken, let's see, I'm trying to think. Ripken, Ryan, the whole Diamond King set is up here. So this is the way it came to me. I assume that the collector that had this years and years ago, he may have opened that up. What you can tell is that the plastic actually protects the color. You can see that they've kind of started to discolor on the edges there and there. These are all white. And then the big thing is we are going to hope for a centered card. These are very, very sharp. I've taken good care of it. The collector before took great care of it. I'm going to move this, give myself a little bit to work with, show you a few of the cards before we dive into it. But while the edges might be a little bit discolored, the surfaces you can see there are just spectacular. And one of the reasons that I am okay doing this is because it does have pretty decent centering. As I mean, Jeepers Creepers, that monitor right there is very nice. The Ripken, as we stated, this is just a stunning example. I'm trying to think. Dave Rigetti, Murphy, so Andre Dawson right there. So again, as I'm going through this set, generally speaking, the centering is pretty good. This set has very narrow borders, so any sort of off-centeredness sticks out. There is Andy Van Slyke rookie card. I've actually got a PSA 9 on one of those. I think it was in one of my reveal videos. Sold that one. Let's see. I just want to take a look at the. I want to take a look. Oh, there's a Strawberry rookie card. I wanted to get to the. There's Pete Rose. There it is. Nolan Ryan. Now Nolan is a little bit off-centered there. So that one right there might grade like a SGC 8.5 with that centering. Again, just perfect gloss, color, print looks great. Ozzy right behind him, that is better centered. So again, and there's Ricky, George Brett. Again, the star power in the first 100 cards of this set is something special. But we're gonna put those back, and I will eventually open all of these again. well, maybe I won't. Who knows? But one thing that I did want to do before jumping the uh, into the um, into the Mattingly is I wanted to go to 311-ish. I think. Oh, and maybe that one and this one. Um, but I wanted to look at the second year of Ryan Sandberg and Tony Gwynn. They are the kind of only cards of note after Mattingly, honestly. And oh my goodness, I've actually got. I love the old paper Beckett's because for quick reference on the numbers, there you can't be beat. So yeah, 311 is Sandberg and 324 is Gwynn. So both of those will be in this pack right there. I will be able to put that one back. And I was going to open this one, take a look and see what the Sandberg and Gwynn look like just for fun. So, without further ado, I'm going to start peeling this one. And again, we're hoping for centered cards. Centered cards. I've got a couple of I got penny sleeves ready to go on this. Again, the cellophane is old. It's peeling okay. It's breaking apart in my hands here. There we go. So now, nice and clean. We'll set that aside. Move this out of the way a little bit. So again, there's like a bunch of these Duke Snyders right there, and man, I mean, these cards look fantastic. Again, the corners are super sharp. They haven't really been like squeezed or pinched by these. And let's see, there is the Tony Gwynn right there. Now, Tony does look a little bit off-centered, especially high to low. He's centered low there. So that's kind of another one, maybe like an 8.5, 8.5 type of grade with the centering. But again, all sharp. And then we were going to find the Sandberg, and the Sandberg is actually maybe centered a little bit to the, it's got a heavy border over there, a little bit better top to bottom. So again, that one could be close on PSA's stated standards of 60-40 max on the off-centeredness, but back looks great. So the Sandberg and Gwynn, not going to be a gem mint card, but pretty sharp. Fisk in this little brick, also a little bit off-centered. Tim Raines, Alan Trammell, sorry, Hall of Famer Lee Smith, Dave Parker, and that is that brick, number 226 or 276, pardon me, to 330. All right, so we did that one. I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to go for it. So here it is, 221 through whatever the math worked out. This is the Mattingly. It may be, I'm looking down this, and I don't, no, it looks pretty, I don't think it's going to gem, I will be honest, but it's centered enough that I think it is kind of a solid 9. And so that one right there, now that's, you're not guaranteed gems, even with factory sets or breaking boxes. But that right there is an absolutely gorgeous Mattingly. Bright white on the edges right there, and I will put that one into a sleeve card, and that definitely will go off on my next submission. And so we'll come back and see how we get.